Disclaimer: the tips you see in the Be a Better Defender series videos are not the end-all be-all to all defense in every game. In the other games it may differ how you play defense, and in this game it may differ how you play defense too. You have the free will to come up with your own tactics. These are just great starting points for any defender who wants to improve on defense and needs a starting point. So please enjoy the video. Well, hello my fellow assassins, my fellow Artifact Assault defenders. Since you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you are looking to improve a part of your defense, whether it be big or small. Maybe you don't know which abilities to use or which spots to occupy. Maybe you're looking to improve your decision making or your communication. Well, today I'm here to help you do just that. With the Be a Better Defender series, I will show you all the major areas of defense and how I and other top defenders would approach them, and allow you to see actual progress after each installment. We will go over the eyes and ears defense, spot occupation, ability usage, decision making, communication with your team, and much more. If you aren't a better defender by the end of each video, then you weren't paying attention. So where do we start, you might be asking? Well, the first thing most people try to do is form an ability set after they find a mode they like and is worth trying again. After the first 3 titles containing Artifact Assault, and the players deciding Gun and Animus Hack were too annoying, the abilities Teleport and Knife have always been a staple in Artifact Assault defense. With the introduction of the 3rd ability slot, however, oh my god, a 3rd ability slot! What the f***? Defenders could now have an extra ability to give variety to their set. Most defenders chose Shield as their 3rd ability, as it allows you to avoid being hit by 3 abilities during its duration and completely ignores AoE abilities like Smoke Bomb, Tripwire, and Wipe. Wipe is usually the other ability chosen by defenders, as it negates everyone in its radius from using all abilities in its duration. It also cancels teleports that are in its radius. Other abilities used as a 3rd ability can be Tripwire, Smoke Bomb, and Closure. But due to how good Wipe and Shield can be, you normally don't see them divert from those. Wipe's only problem is that it is AoE, and therefore can only hit things in its radius. This, in my opinion, limits the user greatly. Shield, on the other hand, not only ignores Wipe if used before it, but also surrounds the user, meaning it goes where the user goes, and blocks all abilities from any direction and any distance. Now that you've got your abilities down packed, all that's left is perks and streaks. Perks and streaks are extremely simple. Unstoppable and Resistance are the perks you want to use. Unstoppable opens all chase breakers that have been broken, and Resistance helps you get up faster from stuns. Streaks, you want to use Mass Morph and Boost cooldowns. Mass Morph turns everyone around you into the same persona as you, as long as it's an NPC. Boost cooldowns get your abilities back faster if you die enough, which you shouldn't be using anyway if you are a good defender and you know what you're doing, but it's the only one that really is useful. Other than that, the other perks don't really matter, and the streaks are either point-based or Animus Hack, and Animus Hack, as I said before, has been banned from tournaments. So those are your perks and streaks. Now that we're done talking about the abilities, perks, and streaks, we get to talk about the meat of the video, people. This is the Eyes and Ears defense. The Eyes and Ears defense is a strategy that puts you beyond the typical ill-triggered defenders who traverse to the highest points of the map and look for high profile. This method will solidify you as someone who is no longer a noobity scrub. But seriously, learning and practicing this method will help you on your way to becoming a top tier defender in no time. It's the first thing I bring up to anyone who wants to go beyond casual defending. It's the basis of all the things I will be teaching you from here on out. This is the bread to the double-decker sandwich known as AA defense. First thing you have to know about is lanes. Each map has a few points where a defender can stand and will be able to watch multiple lanes with his own eyes and ears. When I say eyes and ears, I mean you look at the lanes with your eyes for activity, and you listen for the sound of line of sight with your ears. Combining these two things will allow you to appear as though you have eyes on all sides of your head to the enemy team. Alright, so let's start that clip back over. This is the PSP vs Hacks game in the AC3 seasonal that was thrown by Metrap and Word. And if anyone asks me what my best game was, this is going to be the one that I tell them. In this clip, Satyricon is coming around the edge, and I'm looking for him. I don't know where he is. And I'm asking my team if they see him. They say no, so he has to be near me. So we're going to start the clip, and we're going to stop right when I see blue, right there. Okay, so what's this tell me? Right in front of where I am right now, I didn't see any profile markers, which means that he's not, in front of me. He would have been seen by a Filipino ninja on the roof. He would have been seen by Kill if he was coming from that direction anyway. Since both of them are right in front of me, as you can see on the screen right now, and neither of them has seen him, My only guess is that I had line of sight on him, so the only place he could be would be behind me. So you're going to see me turn my camera, and as soon as I do, right now, I don't see a high profile marker coming off the top of that here on that ledge at the very top left. So the only other place that he can be, and I'm going to check it real quick in my head right now, I'm thinking I'm going to go by this wall. If this portrait turns blue, not the frame, but the portrait turns blue, he's back there. So I go, portrait turns blue, see that? And then boom, there he is. And there's the kill. And that right there is what I mean by eyes and ears defense, people. Lanes on each map consist of routes artifact carriers may take to effectively sneak into your base or come sprinting through like a maniac. Either way, if you just climb to the highest roof waiting for an L trigger to pop up, most times you will be too late and will be scrambling to catch up. So how do I know what a good spot for lane defending is, Apex? Well, as I said before, you can combo your eyes and ears together to help you watch multiple lanes at one time. So your spot should be a place where you feel like you can cover a lot of ground by panning your camera and seeing the most space, while also not being super obvious about where your exact placement is, putting yourself at risk of being knifed, smoked, or even completely avoided altogether. Every map has a few spots where you can achieve maximum coverage from your designated side of the map while still providing you with enough protection such as walls or chimneys in order to keep you from being exposed. Here are a few quick glances at some spots that I use on a few maps that allow me to see as much space as possible with still feeling in control until I run into open space on my own terms. Once you feel like you have a spot you feel you're comfortable with, ask yourself these questions. How many lanes can I cover from here? How many of them can I see in one frame? Do I have enough line of sight to cover lanes that I can't see at all times? And finally, am I too obvious in this spot, or do I have enough protection to keep carriers guessing? Once you've evaluated your spot and answered these questions on your own terms, you should be ready to start putting this eyes and ears method into effect and start seeing how it works out for you. If it's not working out that great, reevaluate your spot and find out why that might not be working. If it's still not working after that, then maybe the eyes and ears defense isn't for you or your team. Maybe you should be running a 1 in 1 out. Maybe you should be running 2 border guarders. Maybe you should both be in the base playing Shark Tank. Whatever works out for you works out for you. This method is not the end all be all, like I said in the disclaimer. It's just a great starting point, and once you get comfortable with your own stuff, then you should move on to your own methods. Okay, time for a less professional track. This last part of the video is just going to be me telling you how I react to certain things when I am in these spots. I usually just hide behind chimneys or whatever, or behind a wall, depending on if I'm on a roof or not. And as soon as I see anyone, whether it's through line of sight or whether it's through someone just running down a lane that I'm currently looking at, you know, I get in position immediately to where I think is best to take that person down. I immediately start thinking about my abilities and what I can use, which, like I said before, we'll go over that in a later video. And I also start communicating with my teammates if they haven't already started communicating with me. Back in the AC3 season, I Kill You For Sure, Filipino Ninja, and TXI Raven Elite were the 3 best teammates I've ever had in my entire life. All they did was communicate. They were team players. If you can find team players like that always communicate, are just good players and aren't afraid to do something when it comes to making sure that the team wins, putting the team first, then you'll win, as long as you're using methods just like this. And that's all I can tell you right now. I mean, I've got other videos coming, and you know, that's as far as the eyes and ears method. This is what it is. Just finding out what lanes you can cover at the same time at a maximum percentage, and just making sure you can keep an eye on them. And that's you and your other defender both doing this at the same time on different sides of the map, and you're communicating, you're letting each other know. And if you screw up, you can't be afraid to let your runners know what's going on, and they shouldn't be afraid to U-turn either, which is another topic I will cover, like I said before. So that's the end of the video, and I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and tell me what's up in the comments. This is the first time I've edited a video to this extent. Before, I just put in commentaries over videos and let it go. This is, like I said, the first time that I've truly edited a video from start to finish, and cut clips and put in different, you know, tracks and added pictures and all this stuff. and just talked extensively about a topic. So yeah, let me know how I did in the comments. You know, if you think there's something I should do better or something that I could do in the future as far as another topic to talk about, then let me know. And no feedback will be put down. I want all kinds of feedback. Please, yeah, just let me know what's up. This has been Apex 27, and adios for now.